Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Spiritual Grind. We hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to follow, hit the little bell for your notifications when the podcast is posted, and follow, and share with your friends. We hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment if there's any topics that you want us to speak about.
Like, follow, share.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jenny. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the Spiritual Grind video edition. Yeah, we've been doing this for a year and we're just not going video. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I think just one baby step at a time till you get there.
Yeah, that's okay though. It's all good. We're just starting to get traction, and that's a good.
Well, I mean, and that that's what we teach.
Yep.
Is
spiritual
one
flow.
Foot in front of the other.
Just keep on plugging.
And if it's not time, then...
And we've always said if one person gets something out of this, then it makes us happy.
Right.
But we want 1 million people to do it now.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's just it's such a much more pleasant lifestyle. I would love for more than 1 million to do it.
Oh, yeah, totally. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was just plugging out there, putting a number out there tangible.
Well, yeah, and
not hard
to
become 1 million.
Be very literal.
Yeah, I mean,
person.
Our podcast has been listened to in 54 countries.
Yeah,
we have hit all of the thresholds that Buzzsprout says we should.
Right,
and we've had downloads, and now we're really starting to get traction because Buzzsprout said they're going to start. They start promoting your podcast after so long.
Right. Once you get to certain milestones.
Yeah.
Right.
So
they start incorporating more of their program.
Yes. How do y'all like the studio? You like the studio? It's a mobile studio. We really like it.
We do. We're having such great fun.
We are.
It is.
But anyway, so the topic for the day, are you ready for the topic?
Yeah, I'm curious to see if you're going to change it up.
I am changing it up today a little bit.
If we're sticking with the previous topic or what we're doing.
Well, I woke up this morning with the thought of, and I didn't bring it up at our coffee talk because I wanted to save it for the podcast.
Okay.
With a very appreciative heart.
Yeah.
Of where we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it. We're doing what most people won't do because their fear that they have. And I was one of those people for many years. I was fearful of a lot of things when it come to jumping out on a limb. And why I was there, I don't know, because when I was younger, man, I wasn't scared of nothing.
Right.
I was ready just to take on the world.
Yeah.
And then I think over the years we get taught that, you're supposed to calm down.
Right.
You're supposed to be this person that conforms to working 5 days a week, a 9-to-5 job. You're supposed to do this and that, and blah, blah. You have all these societal top beliefs, and I don't care to think that way. I'm very appreciative where we are in life. And I think today's podcast is about appreciation for everything, and recognizing everything and really appreciate it. Recognize the stuff that you have done and what you will do, because, our dimensions are already lined up. All we have to do is jump into it.
They're somewhat lined up. Mm-hmm. There's that free will aspect that lets you go in some different directions.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some contractual things. And
don't worry, guys, for all of you out there, we will continue the spiritual sex comment or the podcast. We've had comments on it about how they're intrigued.
Yeah.
And
it's a big question out there, and not a lot of people are comfortable conversating about it. It's still a very taboo topic.
It is.
And act. It still is a very taboo topic and act. not easy for people to communicate about,
Right.
honestly.
And you know what I'm appreciative of?
What?
Them. Those that have listened to us.
I agree.
I
100%.
very appreciate that and very much appreciate it. And just for that, by the way, the Salty Taro store will be open today. It will. I have like 15 minutes left to set up on it, and that's it. But for those listeners, I created a discount on the store. You can get $5 off your first $40 purchase. Just use the checkout discount code podcast.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
And you can go to the store and order their spiritual grind stuff. There is the Merc Center stuff. There is the Salty Taro stuff. It's all branded products from all of our different aspects of things that we do. And what's really cool is some of the Salty Taro shirts are pretty cool.
What about did you put the one on for the podcast?
Yeah.
With the carrot sandwich and stuff?
No, I haven't got there yet. No, I just had to I got everything now. I have everything set up. All I have to do is confirm the tax rates.
Yeah.
And which is already all done. I just have to go back through them one more time and bam, publish that baby.
Right on.
And, but anyway, remember checkout code. When you check out, use discount code podcast, and it's all lowercase. And you'll get $5 off your first $40 or $10 off your first $60.
Very nice.
And
And so there is podcast.
and I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of the store. I'm appreciative of all that. So
you worked very, very hard on that. I am appreciative that you did the hard grind, because
I'm a dummy. So
that is not my area of interest or specialty at all.
definitely a big learning curve, man. Definitely a big learning curve.
But you know, the thing
what, too?
is,
The Salty Taro cards will
out
be here.
there and taught yourself how to do it.
I did.
And
I went through it.
embrace the learning curve of it.
I fell into that trap of following some of the commercials on Instagram and Facebook. I'll set your store up for $20. And so I'd go through the video and they're like, yeah, it's $20 for us to set it up for you. If you like it, you have to pay $2,000
Right.
to get it publish it.
To actually get it to function.
Y'all bait and switch people.
Yeah.
I thought there was laws against that, but I guess there's not online. That's all taken away. But anyway, so I watched so many videos, which the store is kind of a basic store. It's quick and to the point. And maybe down the road I will change that. I don't know. We'll see. But right now I just want to let people get on there, because the Salty Taro cards are available on there to order. You'll be able to order the actual Oracle cards.
Oracle cards.
Yeah, they're
not
Oracle.
Tarot.
Yeah, they're not tarot cards.
Difference.
They're Oracle cards. It is a 40 card deck that Jenny herself designed.
Yay.
It's the first edition.
It was lots of fun.
And she's already working on the second edition and the tarot deck.
Yeah, I am in the process of doing the tarot deck.
Yeah.
Tarot versus Oracle. So Oracle is a much looser
Term.
deck.
Yeah. Not so stringently strict. You have to have like the cups and the towers.
Right.
Yeah.
The tarot cards are more of a structured platform.
Yeah.
Oracle cards are more free, and you could do 3 cards or just 1, or like there's no rule hard and fast.
Yes, I get it.
With tarot, traditionally, there's like a 5 and a 7, and it
like we're traditional. We do nothing basic.
And more structure on actually how you pull the cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it is coming. I'm working on those.
Yep.
So they'll be ready to go in the coming weeks.
And the links will be on there for our books. They'll be on there as well.
Yep.
I have sent the link request in and for approval. And so, because you have to get it approved to be able to link Amazon links into your own store.
I see.
Because we did publish our books through KDP. I have another book that I'm really close to finishing. Jenny finished her second book yesterday.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to have the Granny Grimoires come out.
Yeah.
Which I'm appreciative of all this. This is all fun to do. We're just having a blast. And I hope you guys will take advantage of it, because the Granny Grimoire book is going to be awesome. it's kind of a daily spell book, I guess, kind of like.
Yeah, I just want to create content in many different modalities.
Yeah.
Because it honors each individual person's journey.
Yeah.
Some resonate with the oracle cards, some resonate with spells and rituals, some resonate with just reading content in a book.
Yeah.
So my agenda or intention was to just put the information out there in as many ways as possible.
Yeah.
And as many different forms, and tonalities and personalities as I could, just to...
Because she has a couple of them. Personalities, that
is. Right.
And just so y'all know, she's always cold, so this is not... She's always cold. She's always wrapped up like this, so...
I am. It's a little rainy here today, and that to me chills the weather just a bit. So I've got my little granny lap.
Still 91 degrees outside.
Got my sweatshirt on.
But anyway, so what I'm really appreciative
I'm appreciative of this guy.
Yeah, your selenite ball.
That's selenite. It is good to cleanse and open up channels, and it just really feels good.
So the Granny Grimoires, to finish it up real quick, the Granny Grimoires is if we get it worked out, and we're working on getting it leather bound.
Yeah.
And it's got like a spell for every occasion, and it's also going to have some rituals and some, what do you call them, sigils in it?
Sigil energy. Yep. That's where you take the symbol and either draw it out or just visually carry it with you, and it holds a certain kind of energy. Like if you're going to go into a meeting that you feel like is a little heavy, you can take the confidence sigil, for example, and draw it out and put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm trying to create some links where you can print it off if you want.
Okay.
And I might convert them over into little sigil packs where you can buy them in like little pocket carry cards.
Right.
And I'll be adding to them.
Yes. Totally
It
cool.
also has like Granny talks to nature.
Yeah.
And so she talks to the flies and the dragonflies and butterflies.
And the bees that attack me.
And the bumblebees. And so it has little folklores in it. It has...
Think of it as a witchy poem book.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It's got herbs in it that are the traditional herbs. And
excuse me, ma'am. We're trying to do a podcast down here.
What they are and kind of how to use them. And, it's just a compilation of a little bit of everything. A true grimoire is a family heritage that's handed down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Granny kind of sticks all of her stuff, like if she uses a certain herb, she'll slide it into the book, and it may get dried out and be in the book, and then...
All grannies have some kind of a ritual that they do.
Yeah.
Like my granny she was a big canner, and she had a cellar.
Yeah.
And she would, like, if you went into the cellar during certain times of the year, she was sticking her foot in your butt.
Because it was a no-no.
It was a no-no, yeah, because she was down there working.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And who knows what else she made, but I just know that...
who knows what else
who knows?
She made.
I know at one time she had a still down there, but that was many years ago. She was making...
I could definitely... You're talking about your grandma or your great-grandma?
My grandma.
I could definitely feel the vibe of that.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy stuff, because she had run her exhaust out the top of the ground, and so she moved it up to the air vent. Yeah. And so there was no fresh air coming in, because she was blowing her smoke out the top of it. But
right.
Anyway. So.
Yeah, I appreciate a good ritual as a mode of, detachment, release, energy bringing. And what I mean by ritual is, you may take a couple of candles. They represent some aspect of it, string, etc. Herbs. And I know when the kids were growing up, I had this whole little very cool wooden cabinet
Yeah.
that was hand built. I found it in like a garage sale.
Yeah.
And that's where I stored different ingredients.
Yeah, you
and
just recently
stuff.
got rid of that.
I did. And
Surprisingly.
the kids always referred to it as my little
witchy cabinet.
my witchy cabinet. Oh my. Are you in your witchy cabinet doing witchy stuff again?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
that's
also
kind of how the grimoires came to be.
But anyway, so that should be coming out pretty soon. As soon as we find a leather bound, because a good comparison for that book could be like if anybody ever watched the show Charmed, they had a spell book up in the attic, and it's kind of a good comparison to that.
Yeah, exactly. Except we don't like do demon work. And
No.
Shit
It's not like that. But another thing that I'm gonna put in the store, just so you know, is products that we actually use, and I'm gonna link them into the store, and that is I'm working on that collection now that we put up. Like you used a product for your skin cancer.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I have, if we can, I'm going to try to work that out to where we can load it in because it works, and it's non-invasive, no side effects.
Right. It's herbal.
Yeah.
It's definitely over the counter.
Still comes with pain.
Well, yeah. No, skin cancer is no joke.
Yeah.
And it's painful at times. It's a journey.
Like I use a supplement that,
the product itself, I have used and am currently still using on one small little spot left.
Right.
But I vouch for it all day, every day. I had literally no side effects from the product.
Right.
And that's such a big key for me. My body is already under stress dealing with the thing itself. The last thing I want to do is put a product in my body or on my body. That
causes more side effects.
That's going to create additional things I have to deal with.
Correct. Yeah.
Called side effects.
Yeah.
And I definitely lean more towards the herbal side of life. Anyway.
And holistic, most definitely. Yeah.
I do most everything.
I never really believed in it much until my teenage years.
Yeah.
And when I started hanging out in the native world, and they would flat out teach you, go dig this fruit, go boil it in water, or eat this fruit. And it's crazy because most of the time, from what I understand, now don't quote me on this, but from what I understand in the medical world, medicines, the side effects actually come from the additives and stuff they put in them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, modern medicine derived from
herbs,
the plants of the earth.
Yeah, totally.
But in wanting to advance or speed up the process of getting from it what you want, sometimes you have to add fillers.
Yeah.
You've got to figure out how you're going to get it in the body.
Make it digestible.
Right. So that brings about capsules, and what are the capsules made of? A good example that comes to mind is if you have a gluten sensitivity and you're taking a supplement or a modern medicine medication that is put into a capsule or coating that uses gluten because it's a binder. It's a very good binder. And you don't know that, one of your side effects could be inflammation or something simply because it has just enough of the gluten in it that aggravates your system.
I'm going to challenge the modern medicine world in this podcast to quit producing things and putting them out in the world when they have more side effects than they have benefits.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, but anyway,
a whole nother podcast.
But I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of them. That's the topic of I'm appreciative of what they do.
You know what? They do have their positives.
They do. There's time and place for it.
My goal is
to marry him.
I spent many years in the modern medicine world as an RN.
Yeah,
and they do have their place.
Yeah.
And I think that it's time for society start looking at holistic and modern medicine as alliances
Yep.
and meld together.
Well, they really technically have for years. Metaphysicians for a long time have really pushed things, and for a very long time.
There's still, when you're running around in the circle, there still is this segregated energy.
Does anybody find it weird that meta fields are online and they're like supposed to be the number one thing to search?
What?
Meta fields?
Meta fields.
It's like a SEO search for online stuff.
Oh,
meta fields. They call them meta fields because they're kind of like the granddaddy, and then the SEO goes to that. And so it's kind of like a subject, and then the SEO is the topics below it. And does anybody find it funny that you're called a metaphysician? And meta, kind of like the first thing, and metaphysicians that kind of pushed the regular physicians for years.
Oh, I've always said that.
And
the metaphysicians of the world give the scientists something to explore and research.
Yep.
We're the ones that come up with those woohoo ideas of WTF.
Yeah.
And because we're comfortable and okay getting that funny look from people when we come up with a concept that is completely off the wall.
Yeah.
And then when the scientists of the world get to a place where they've had a minute to let it marinate, then they start thinking, I'm curious about this. So
that was really cool.
Let's do some research. So metaphysicians are the ones I think that bring those crazy Twizzler moments to society and give the scientists something to chew on.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. And I'm appreciative of the metaphysicians.
Yeah.
Especially my wife.
Yeah.
It's changed my perspective, my perception on life. That's for sure. It's changed a lot of things. Being married to a metaphysician. It's changed things. Appreciation
has a very high vibration.
It does.
And the reason it is so very important is the perspective that you come from always has a frequency. Let's break it down for a second and get to the nitty gritty. And so depending on what frequency you're carrying is going to create the way you see your current reality. So you can see your current reality as, oh my God, I'm victim. This is
you focus on the negatives. Yeah.
I have to do this, and how am I going to do this? And if you can just stop for a second and you can twist it around and you can say, yeah, I may have to do all those things, but even so I'll dial in because this is a big one. I can't afford to really do that. And because I have to use my entire paycheck for my bills.
Yeah.
So there's not money left over for me to go and have fun. And people will say that. How do you afford to go and buy all that scuba equipment?
Who said I could afford it?
Well, I mean, and that's the thing is, we're not multi-millionaires in the real life. We just find the different focal point,
momentary fun and everything.
So in our life, it's more, the conversation goes more like this. I am so grateful and appreciative that I have the financial means to pay what we call bills. I'm grateful that I have the money coming in to be able to pay for my lovely, fun motor coach.
Yep.
And the decorations. I am grateful that and appreciative that I have food in my cupboard.
Yep.
And
made some really good food last night.
Yeah.
That chicken was good.
Yeah. Did a chicken for you on the grill and a
cheeseburger. Beyond
plant-based. Beyond. Beyond is
that's a product that you actually use. And so that's what I'm saying. That's kind of like feeding back to the store, is being able to feed those products into the store so people understand what we use.
Right.
And how we live.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with you because I think people want to know from other people.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
totally.
how was it? How does it work out?
Yeah.
What is it? What does it look like?
I mean, I wouldn't have 600,000 people following me on my Google restaurant reviews if people didn't want to know what other people think.
Right. Exactly.
And so,
for sure.
yeah, that's
And we're appreciative of that.
yeah,
Right.
right, yeah.
So, appreciation is very, very important. And so if you can practice moving your perspective to a place of appreciation,
Yeah,
rather than looking at it as victimhood or lack,
right.
it will start to change your reality. It'll start to change your heart rhythm on an energetic level. You'll start to feel, I want to say heart rhythm, what I don't necessarily mean your EKG pattern.
Right.
What I mean is the way you feel inside of you.
Yeah.
Instead of it feeling like a begrudging chore to go write the checks or pay the bills or however you do them.
Right.
To pay your bills, you with practice can get to a place where paying your bills is, you can find gratitude in doing that.
Yeah.
And so when you do that, the mechanism of the universe is okay, always, no matter what frequency level you're at on the emotional guidance system, you will always bring more of that frequency in with you.
100%.
So if you can start practicing appreciation, which is, it's very, very high up there, it will begin to change. And so instead of drudgingly going and saying, okay, I got to pay this bill, and watching the money dwindle away back down to nothing,
right,
come into that place where you are actually so appreciative and so grateful that it almost gives you a sense of, oh, you know what? Let me go pay my bills.
Yeah.
This is cool.
And that's where, one of the books that I actually have started written is called If You Think Broke, You'll Be Broke.
Yeah.
And the habits that we have is we lose our appreciation for the things that we can and cannot do with our money. And we appreciate it when we can't do things. And this is where people get misguided through society.
They trip up, yeah.
It's a trip up spot. And so when you start thinking, oh my gosh, I got paid today, my money's all gone because I had to pay my bill.
Yep.
You get caught. Yeah. That minute that energy comes into your reality, you got to grab a hold of it.
You do.
Because your cup will never get bigger until you start thinking bigger.
Yeah.
And you start allowing the energy to flow, because you'll never find money is energy, and it comes and goes. The more it goes, the more it comes. The more it comes, the more it goes. No matter, like I just read something this morning, 92% of people that live in the upper class still don't have 6 months of savings. In the upper class. Think about it. The upper class people. So these are people that are making in excess of $220,000 a year. But they still don't have what's considered the societal top belief of 6 months of their bills in savings.
Yeah. So
that
can be a trip up.
It is. It's a trip up. So that's where I was going. As it is, when you get to the point to where you understand that you going through life and you identify your spot in life as, I want more money. This is why I want more money. I want to live like that person. I want to live like that person. I want to live like that person, instead of appreciating you living like you.
Yeah.
You get caught up in the mix.
Right.
And so it doesn't matter if you live paycheck to paycheck when you're broke, because if you don't change you, when you're rich, you're going to live paycheck to paycheck.
That's right.
And and being appreciative in that spot where you are will change life.
Yeah.
It changes everything.
Not only in the money relationship, but in your human relationships.
Oh, yeah.
In your own body relationship. Appreciating
these guns.
Right.
These guns. Did you get your tickets?
Appreciation can go in all sections of the life pie.
Yeah.
And it is necessary.
It is. And it's such a good feel.
If you want change.
Yes.
If you really want true change, appreciation is a very, very big key to unlocking.
Because I guarantee you, every one of you, if you stop and think back through when you were happiest in your life, and is when you weren't thinking about bills. You were going out and just living life.
Yeah.
You were just living. And because worry is a bad emotion, appreciation and positivity is good emotions.
They're not good or bad.
Yeah,
They're just not
But it creates positive energy.
Right. It does.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into that place of, oh my God, I have this worry, and so now I'm a bad person.
No. I don't
want to drag people into that.
No, it's just habits.
Weird place.
Patterns, beliefs.
Of labeling things good or bad.
Right. Why not?
It is just...
Aren't you the salty taro?
I am on some days, but today I am a wise teacher and guide.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want people to punish themselves. There's enough of that going on.
I agree.
This is all a self-paced learning program.
Yes.
And if you are in the place of worry, I want to gently teach you some practices on how you can be aware that you're doing it and change your habit to create a different habit. And appreciation is one of those ways.
Correct.
And at first, it's going to feel like shit.
Yeah.
At first, it's going to feel like a big fat lie when you say, oh, I am so grateful that I can pay my effing bills.
I am so glad I got a $300 electric bill this week.
And you're going to be sitting there making out your bills and watching the money disappear. And at first, because you're in the habit of finding like the negative concepts in life, your monkey mind or your inner dialogue is going to be like, girl, don't even kid yourself. This feels like shit.
And it's mindset.
That's okay.
Here's proof of mindset. Here's proof of that mindset right there. And I brought up the electric bill. Oh my gosh, I got a $300 electric bill this month. Well, we have a gentleman that used to work for us. He's from Russia or Macedonia.
Yeah.
And I was in a conversation with him and another person one morning, and she said, man, our electric bill is crazy this month. And she's like, it's $400 something. And she's like, did something go on? Is it like the energy? She's asking all these questions. And we're just all sitting there, talking. And he looked up off his thing and he said, I didn't have electric in Macedonia until I was 35.
Because he couldn't afford it, or
they didn't even have it in his village.
It wasn't available.
It wasn't available.
Oh.
Until he was in his 30s.
Wow. And
he said, so, for me, paying for electric bill doesn't bother me. Pretty much.
Right, because he's in a state of appreciation of just having it.
And that's
just
where we get stuck as humans.
Being able to access it where it wasn't even an option.
Yeah, like he said, Americans have it so easy. He said that because we get so used to expecting to have these things that when we pay for it, but yet we want it, we forget to be appreciative that we have it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so if you don't want to pay for it, then don't get it.
Right.
But be appreciative when you can pay for it.
Well, and I mean, that's a very key...
He even talked about water. He had to go out and get buckets of water because they had a big well. There was 4 houses. Every 4 houses had their own well. Well, and they would go out and crank up their water.
What it brings up is that you complain about the electric bill, but it still is a choice.
Yeah, it totally is a choice.
You can live without that.
Your interest rate on your credit card is high, but you're the one that signed up for the credit card.
There are people out there that live without electricity and without water.
Mm-hmm.
And so it still is a choice.
Like that guy what was the name of that book? It's amazing what you can do when you don't know that you can't, or something.
Yeah.
We met him at that lecture that time, and he was talking about how he went to South Africa.
Right.
and how he was totally amazed that not only did people not have electric, they didn't have vehicles and they didn't have running water.
Yeah.
And anyway, to make a long story
But they
short,
still thrived.
but they
and
still thrived. Yeah,
survived.
millions of people.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty interesting conversation that he told us that when he came back of how much differently he looked at life. When you're over there and you can't find a Coke or a Pepsi because they don't sell them,
Right.
you can't get candy bars.
Yeah.
If you want a snack, you go out and you find your sugar cane.
That happened to us a little bit on the cruise.
Yeah, I did. I know, right?
We're Pepsi people.
Didn't have no Pepsi on my cruise.
And they didn't
Offer Pepsi.
Was it Pepsi?
Yeah, no, they didn't have Pepsi. There was only Coke products.
You had to drink Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I didn't drink Coke. I drank root beer or Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, on occasion we would drink the Coke products. Like I'd get Sprite and you would get Coke. But when we got home, it was like, oh my God, this Pepsi tastes
It's so good, right? And they didn't have Reese's peanut butter cups on that ship.
Right.
Who doesn't have Reese's peanut butter cups?
The comforts of home.
I know, right? Because I have to have my peanut butter at night. Right?
How are you ever going to go to other places?
I'll take some with me. What do you mean, miss? I sent 2 cases of water to Maui before I went there.
Hey, I'm just preparing so that I don't have to be in that boat.
But
you could have shipped some Pepsi over to the ship, and
I didn't know they didn't have it. I assumed they would.
Do your research.
I had never been on a cruise before, remember?
Do your research.
But anyway, so being appreciative, I mean, I was appreciative that we were on a cruise because that was my first one. But
yeah, it's easy, though, to sit here and say, oh, you know what? The key to all this magical woohoo is just bringing in appreciation. But, when you're in the deep throes of shadow work and really have a perspective that your life is shit.
Yeah.
You want to tell those people to F off.
And it's so easy to focus on the other negatives, too.
It is when you're in that habit.
Yeah.
It really is. And so with this one, you may very well be in a place where you've got to take teeny tiny little steps.
Right.
And what I'm telling you is that we've all been there.
Yeah.
And it is possible to train yourself to have a different thought process, a different pattern of habit.
Yeah.
And even if you can only do one tiny step at a time, it does
help
count.
And be appreciative for the tiny step.
It does add up.
Yeah.
And it will eventually, with consistency, it will begin to change your awareness.
Yeah.
And your perspective.
It's like,
because what happens with your system is if you're in a habit of noticing the lack component, that's your norm.
Mm-hmm.
And so you consciously have to start making a decision that you want your norm to be different.
Yeah, agreed.
And so when you find yourself feeling that kind of crummy way, and if you're living it actively right now, you know what I'm talking about, that really just heavy, pessimistic shit look on the world around you.
Agreed. Yeah.
If you will do the tiny microscopic steps of, even if it feels like a lie, even if your monkey mind says, you know what, bullshit.
Crazy bee.
Why are you doing this?
Crazy bee.
It's not working. Try to ignore that and still make yourself work through it.
Yes.
Find something every day that you can appreciate, even if it's tiny.
Yep.
Tiniest little thing.
Because it's a loop. It's a loop when you start focusing on the negatives. Next thing you know, that's all you're focusing on. And
right.
It can sneak up on you.
Yeah.
Because, I got caught in that trauma loop doing that trauma crap, where I would focus on the bad things that traumatically have happened in my life and kept reliving it and telling people the stories and going through that loop. And I was like, until you said something like, how long are you going to keep living in that loop? I'm like, son of a bitch, she's right again. Don't. Can you get that knife out of my bag?
Where's your button?
But the whole shebang behind it is we get caught in that loop, and that's what I wanted to bring to everybody's attention today in the podcast is even if you have to struggle or fight a little bit, stop and find something to be appreciative for.
Yeah.
You know, like there's this relationship couple that I worked with one time, and she was complaining all the time that he was on his phone.
Yeah.
He's on his phone all the time. I get no attention.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's stop and look at you.
Right.
Because for one thing, he's sitting in the couch with you. He's sitting in the living room with you.
Right.
Are you appreciative that he is sitting there with you?
Yeah.
Because it is a choice for him to sit there with you.
Yeah.
And so if you're so worried that he's on the phone with some other girl, you should stop and say, or work or whatever. You should stop and say, he's made a choice to come sit with me.
Right.
And you should be appreciative. And what are you doing to show him that you're appreciative that he's made that choice, because it's a choice.
Yeah.
And so find the appreciation. You can find the appreciation if you just think about things differently.
Yeah.
Look at it in a different way.
That's why I said appreciation across the board works in every relationship in the life pie.
Yeah.
It really does. And so find some section of that life pie that you can remind yourself of, you know what, golly, I am really, really glad or appreciative or whatever word you like to use to bring in and recognize the frequency of that vibration.
Yeah.
That I have this or that or this or that. It may not be right now your budget or your money. So stay away from that section of the life pie.
Yep.
It may be that you bought a new houseplant and you love it to death and it looks amazing and you've been wanting it for a long time. And that may be the only thing that you can find to appreciate right this minute is the fact that you get this tiny little succulent that cost $1.50 and it sits on your sweet little desk and you just look at it. And that be for right now may be the only appreciation that you can wonder in. But that frequency, finding that frequency by revisiting that little succulent is you training yourself to find the frequency of appreciation so that you can bring more of that energy into your life and into the other sections of the life pie. That's how it works.
Yeah. And
you're rewiring not only your frequency on an energy level, but you begin to rewire the neural pathways in the brain so that for those of you that don't have video and you're just listening, I'm hand speaking right now and I whacked the microphone.
But and here's an easy place to start. If you're having a hard time figuring out, like you just said, it's that little baby steps. Even if it's just the fact is, you know what? Thank you. I can walk today. Thank you. I can blink my eyes today.
Some people are not even there.
Yeah, I mean, just whatever that is, because like, don't take for granted. Like we had former customers of ours. She was telling me one day, her and her husband have been together for almost 45 years, and about 20 years ago, he had a massive stroke. And he is now wheelchair bound, and his attitude changes. Everything is different. And she actually said to me one day, she's like, I'm appreciative that he's here. But I am regretful that I didn't appreciate when he was the way he was before.
Yeah.
I took it for granted. And because, life changes and life can change. And so be appreciative of today. Be appreciative of who you are.
Some people are not there.
Yeah. Just whatever little bitty thing you can find.
There's some days where all I can do is really zero in on the robust flavor of my coffee that morning and really be appreciative of how good it is hitting the spot this morning. And some days that's where literally I have to start.
Yep.
If I have woken up with a wonky energy or been doing some deep belief work or shadow work that's, kind of got me brought down just a little bit. Sometimes all I can do is, like, in the morning when I get up, bringing myself to the now and to the awareness of actually honing in on what the coffee tastes like and giving recognition to the fact that wow, you know what? This coffee tastes really good today, and
Yep.
I am really appreciative of that right this minute.
Thank you, hubby, for making it.
And that may be all you can do for that day.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
so start there.
Yeah. Start this, whatever it takes. Just find something.
Yeah. Until
Find the
you
little
can
things.
make bigger steps and bigger steps and bigger steps.
Well, that was quick. That went by, didn't it? It's crazy. When you start appreciating things, how fast the time flew by already. That is insane.
Yeah, it does. It speeds by.
But anyway, so don't forget the store will be open. The Salty Tarot.myshopify.com. I'm going to put a link on our website so you can click on it, and you'll be able to pull up all of the products online.
Yeah, you know what, guys? The reason we keep talking about them is because they were so fun to make.
Yeah, they are.
And they are so. I really think you guys will enjoy them. They're comical and they bring about.
Oh, you mean the tarot cards?
laughter.
You lost me for a moment there.
The tarot cards, the
products.
merchandise,
Yeah.
the T-shirts.
Hey, you know what? There's a spiritual grind mouse pad on there.
Yeah.
It's got our caricatures, and it says it's spiritual caricature. I can't even say that word. On a nice little mouse pad.
Yeah.
And that could be a great little start in it. And everything that y'all buy on there does support the show. You know, that's really, it supports us continuing to spread the word for education, metaphysical education, and spiritual life coaching through the web, and we hope that you'll join us in that journey. So
yeah, and I wanted to just take a moment because we are actually, if you want to intermingle with us in person, we are in Daytona, Florida right now. We don't know how long we'll be here, but whatever. But come
October 3rd.
October the
Friday,
3rd,
October 3rd.
We'll start the Positive Power.
The Power of Positive Thoughts. It's a 16-week workshop that we're going to be doing in Holly Hill.
At the Holistic House.
At the Holistic House. And you can call them to get your reservation in, your spot done, and if it books up, then we'll just do a second night. It is $25 a week, or it's $400 for the entire course, and that comes with your workbook, your workbook, your pledge, your everything that you get, and at the end of it, there may be a little surprise.
Surprise.
But if you pay for the entire course up front, you do save $40 and get it for $360 instead of $400.
Yeah.
It is a 16-week course, so it goes into January of next year.
Right.
And it'll be...
and while we're there, we are providing some of our services there at her...
which is an awesome place, by the way. Go check it out.
Energetic spot.
If I had my phone on me, I'd look up the phone number. I don't have it, but it's called not the Holistic House. It's called the Holistic House, and it's in Holly Hill, Florida.
Yeah.
And look it up on Google. It'll pop right up as the first one, and it's a beautiful little shop.
Yeah.
And go check it out.
Come and hang out with us.
Yeah, sign up for the courses, or for if you need any private one-on-one sessions. She has our flyers there.
Yeah, yeah. And I think eventually what will happen is that we'll get it created into an online option as well.
Oh yeah, totally.
But if you just want to kind of come and hang out in our energy and have some fun and play, it's going to be great fun.
Yeah, it is going to be fun.
Very high vibrational.
And I am doing aura readings there, so if you want an aura reading, you can call and sign up for that as well.
Yep. Belief reprogramming is what I do, and I run energy on meridians and do some energy work. So while we're there hanging out, we are providing our
and they have all of our
services.
information there, and she's actually scheduling it all for us, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So sign up for your stuff. Hey, don't forget to like, follow, and share. Check out our website, www.themerchcenters.org. You can check out the shop, the store. The store. It's called thesaltytarot.myshopify.com. There'll be a link on our website. Or you can just go there directly, because it will be open this evening. And I am appreciative of my cat that guards the place the entire time. Thank you all for listening.
Hey,
guys.
Ring that bell.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, follow, share. Tell your friends to check it out. And
love.